series combination of capacitors. Now this is one capacitor, another capacitor. So if capacitors were connected one after the other, then the combination is said to be in series. Now I connect a battery to these capacitors. I considered 3 capacitors and I have connected one battery to it. Let the potential difference supplied by the battery is V. Now what happens here is, now this is a plate. So this positive plate will attract the electrons from this plate. So these electrons will travel towards the positive plate. And this battery, what it does is it pushes these electrons to this plate. So electrons were pushed by the battery. So this is acquiring electrons, this is losing electron, this plate is losing electron, and this plate is gaining electron. As this plate is losing electron, let us assume that it gains a charge plus q, because it is losing electrons, so it gains a charge plus q. Now it accumulates electrons, so this is minus q. Now this is plus q, so it induces, or else it attracts the negative charge on this plate and repels the positive charge on this plate. Attracts the negative charge. How much negative charge it will attract? It will attract minus q and repel the positive charge. So this positive charge, see, this is an isolated system, so this charge total should be neutral, or else you can say this positive charge is pushed here, so this is plus q. This terminal acquires minus q, so this terminal acquires plus q. So the charges, all the charges are equal. So the most important point when the capacitors are connected in series is that when you connect them in series, then the charge on the capacitors which were connected in series will be equal. So if the capacitors are connected in series, then charge on each of the capacitor will be same. Let us say this capacitor has got a capacitance C1, this has got a capacitance C2, this has got a capacitance C3. Even though they have different capacitances, the charge on each of the capacitor will be same. Right? Now let us assume the potential difference across this C1 is V1, and the potential difference across C2 capacitor is V2, and across C3 the potential difference is V3. Okay. Now this V is equal to potential drop V1 plus V2 plus V3. So I will write here V is equal to V1 plus V2 plus V3. Now we know that V is equal to Q by C. So this is Q by C effective, that is equal to V1 is Q by C1 plus V2 is Q by C2 plus V3 is Q by C3. Now Q common and cancel, so you will get 1 by C effective is equal to 1 by C1 plus 1 by C2 plus 1 by C3. The effective capacitance is equal to 1 by C1 plus 1 by C effective is equal to 1 by C1 plus 1 by C2 plus 1 by C3. What does I mean by C effective? What I mean by C effective is, if I place one capacitor C effective, if this circuit is equivalent to this circuit, the same potential difference applied, then the effective capacitance is equal to, is actually like a substitute for these three. Instead of these three, if I place one capacitor, then these two circuits will become equivalent, then that capacitance we call it as C effective. Okay. Equivalent capacitance of a group of capacitors is that value of the capacitance of a single capacitor that will allow to store same amount of charge, that will allow the same amount of charge. Okay, right. So this is what the series combination of capacitor is. If n capacitors are connected in series, then 1 by C effective is equal to 1 by C1 plus 1 by C2 plus 1 by C3 plus so on plus 1 by Cn. Special cases of two capacitors in series. So I'll consider two capacitors. This is one capacitor and this is another capacitor. So in series, connected it to a battery. Okay. Now when this requires positive charge, because the electrons are pulled by this battery and then it was given to this one, to this plate. So this is minus Q. So here you will have plus Q and here you will have minus Q. So the charges are same in the series. When the capacitors are connected in the series, the charges are same. So here these Q is equal to, say, that is equal to, say this capacitance is C1, this is C2, the potential difference across this is V1, the potential difference across this is V2, then Q is equal to C1 V1, that is equal to C2 V2. From this I can write V1 by V2 is equal to C2 by C1, C2 by C1. Okay, equation 1. Now again this V is equal to V1 plus V2, V is equal to V1 plus V2. See, this is equation 2. Now using 1 and 2, from 1 and 2 we can write, see, eliminate, say if you want V2, eliminate V1. V1 is equal to C2 by C1 into V2. So in this equation, V is equal to, in place of V1, I will write C2 by C1 into V2. C2 by C1 into V2 plus, here V2 is there, so I'll write V2. So V is equal to V2, if I take common, that will become C2 by C1 plus 1. So now V is equal to V2 into C2 plus C1 by C1. So here V2 is equal to C1 into V by C1 plus C2. So now you can calculate the value of V2. V2 is equal to C1V by C1 plus C2. C1V by C1 plus C2. Similarly, we can write V1 is equal to C2V by C1 plus C2. You can calculate potential V1 and V2 by using this when you are having two capacitors in series. Parallel combination of capacitor. Now consider capacitors connected, parallel combination of capacitors. Say the charge here is Q1, charge here is Q2, so this is minus Q1 and here on this plate it is minus q2. Okay, now this q is equal to q1 plus q2, right? Now this potential difference across this capacitor is V. Across this capacitor is V, because we have connected a battery with which provides the potential difference V. So the potential difference across this capacitor is V. For this also it is V. Let us take this capacitor has a capacitance C1. This has got a capacitance C2. So across this capacitor the potential difference is V. Across this also the potential difference is V. So when you connect the capacitors in parallel, then potential difference is same for all capacitors which are connected. For all capacitors which are connected which are connected in parallel the potential difference is same. Okay, now the charge here q is equal to q1 plus q2. So charge is equal to q1 plus q2. Now what is q1? q1 is C1V. So q is equal to C effective into V. q1 is C1V plus C2V. Now if I take V common and cancel this, then I will get a C effective is equal to C1 plus C2. C effective is equal to C1 plus C2. If I have n capacitors, in parallel, then C effective is equal to C1 plus C2 plus so on plus Cn. How many are there? That many capacitance we need to add to get the effective capacitance. Now special case when two capacitors are in parallel. So two capacitors are in parallel. When they were in parallel, you connect it to a battery. Then we already discussed that q1, this is q2 and this is q, and q is equal to q1 plus q2, and the potential difference across C1 and across C2 will be same. So V is equal to q by C1, that is equal to q2 by C2. Okay, so here we can write one more, q1 by q2, the ratio of the charges on the capacitors is equal to ratio of the capacitances C1 by C2. Okay, now let us write this equation as 2. This is equation 1, like earlier how we did. The same way if we do, then simplifying 1 and 2, simplify equation 1 and 2, we get q2 is equal to C2q by C1 plus C2, C1 plus C2. q1 is equal to C1q by C1 plus C2. Okay. Combination of n identical capacitors. So first one is in series. So in series, two capacitors are there. Say this is C1, this capacitance is C2. Then C effective is equal to 1 by C effective is equal to 1 by C1 plus 1 by C2. That is C effective is equal to C1 C2 by C1 plus C2. C effective is equal to C1 C2 by C1 plus C2. Now if they are identical, then I'm going to write the C effective is equal to, this is C and this is C, so if I substitute, then I will get C by 2. If n are placed, if n are identical, if n identical capacitors are placed in series, if n are identical in series, then C effective is equal to C by n, where n is number of identical capacitors. Same way we will discuss about the parallel. Say parallel capacitor, yeah, so two capacitors are connected in parallel, so they are C1 and C2. The C effective is C1 plus C2, right? Now if n identical were connected, then if n identical were connected, C1 C2 like that, so on, Cn are connected, then C effective is equal to n into C, where n is number of identical capacitors. N is number of identical capacitors.